Welcome to the announcement of longlists for the Orwell Prize. This is being hosted by my law firm Preiskel Co, who you will see us sponsoring George Orwell's typewriter. It's a lovely view from here. As you will see, you are looking over St Bride's, the Journalist Church, and Fleet Street, and that used to be the last great manufacturing centre in London, newspapers. And now, there's only a few of us who can even call themselves journalists who actually get to see Fleet Street during their working day. And that's, in my case, only because I'm a city lawyer as well. And so there's been a great change in the means of media production. And that's one of the things which this prize recognises. It's my delight to introduce to you the director of the Orwell Prize, Jean Seaton.
We're extremely grateful for Preiskel for giving us this incredibly beautiful room and sponsoring us tonight. It's really, really helpful. And I'm going to read out some very long lists at an incredible speed. We have some amazing judges who give us a lot of intelligence and capacity, and we are going to announce the long list of all of the prizes, both the book prize and the journalism prize and the blogging prize, and then we're going to have a debate about those things. So I'm going to do this very, very quickly, and I'm going to start with the book prize. And the long lists, are to be followed by the absolutely thrilling shortlist, and they'll be followed later by these are the long. Sorry, I'm getting off Gavin's thing. These are the long lists. These are our judges this year, and the long list, the books every year, both the books and the journalism and the blogging give you this extraordinarily privileged snapshot of where these genres are, and I'll come back to that. We have 213 books, unlike the book prize that we do not charge. We do not charge people to enter, and we do not charge people for advertisements at the end of it. And that means that we get into small publishers, independent publishers. That's part of what we think Orwell would have wanted us to do. And I will now I will speed read you the long list of books, which was chosen in a long, sweaty day. In fact, in Penelope Lively, the book-winning novelist's house, because my house has the builders in it. So, Tom Bingham, The Rule of Law. Oliver Bullock, Let Our Fame Be Great, Journeys Through the Defiant People of the Caucasus. Tim Butcher, Chasing the Devil, The Search for Africa's Fighting Spirit. Haojun Chang, 23 Things They Didn't Tell You About Capitalism. Edmund de Waal, The Hare with Amber Eyes, A Hidden Inheritance. Helen Dunmore, The Betrayal. John Hall, Biography of Ernest Gellner. Owen Hatherley, A Guide to the New Ruins of Great Britain. Christopher Hitchens, Hitch 22. Zaiba Malik, We Are a Muslim, Please. Afsana Mokwedem, Death to the Dictator. Ian Morris, Why the West Rules for Now. Chris Mullin, Decline and Fall. Fintan O'Toole, Enough is Enough. Steve Richards, Whatever It Takes, The Real Story of Gordon Brown. Francis Spufford, Read Plenty. D.R. Thorpe, Supermac, The Life of Harold Macmillan. And Natasha Walter, Living Dolls. It was a really difficult choosing those, and I think we should clap everybody's on it. Clap everybody's on it. The Journalism Prize. Journalism is in all sorts of mutations, and we get more. This year's long list, this year's judges, both of whom had an extraordinary WikiLeaks story to tell, but there we go. We didn't know that when we chose them. Martin Bright and Michaela Wrong. Michaela, both of them previous shortlisted. Michaela in both categories, both books and journalism. We had more journalism entered than ever before. And again, I will read through in alphabetical order who's been longlisted. Rory Carroll, The Guardian, David Cohen, The Evening Standard, Philip Collins, The Times, David Gardner, The Financial Times, Amelia Gentleman, The Guardian, Andrew Gilligan, The Sunday Telegraph and The Guardian, Dominic Lawson, The Independent, Catherine Mayer, Time, Douglas Murray, Standpoint and The Spectator, Gideon Ratman, The Financial Times, Jenny Russell, The Sunday Times and The Guardian, Rachel Sharby, The Guardian, Jack Schenker, Prospect and The Observer, Jonathan Steele, The Guardian and the London Review of Books, and Declan Walsh, Granta and Guardian. Several of those have been longlisted for the second or even shortlisted. They were shortlisted, but I think again we'd like to clap that particular. The blog prize, which was really interesting, and I'll get on to that. We've shortlisted 22 bloggers rather than the usual 12 because we had such a huge number of entries. Because this thing is about prizes, any prize is irrational and unfair. You're always judging silly things against silly things. But you are highlighting, you are doing virtuous work, but the actual choosing is in a sense it's a wonderful qualitative exercise, influenced by time and place and moment. And even we did actually during the blogging prize, we came up with a wonderful view, me and Gabby Hinsliff, which is that blogging may be the new answer to the potting shed. What to do with husbands? You can see the general theme. Go away and play with your computer, dear. I don't really want. Do you want to tell me about the 7th volume of the history of Russia that you are writing individually? It's fine. Go and do it on your computer, darling. Anyway, but this is not the thing. Anyway, so these are the long-listed bloggers, and there was a great deal of sweat about these. Anton Wagner, UK Human Rights Blog, Andrew Sparrow, Politics Alive, Anton Vowell, Enemies of Reason, Carl Gardner, Head of Legal, Kath Elliott, Too Much to Say for Myself, Kathy Newman, The Fact Check Blog, Crispin Jago, Science, Reason and Critical Thinking, Dan Hodges, Labour Uncut, Daniel Hannon, Telegraph, David Osler, David Osler, Latest Fat Liberal Conspiracy. Dr. Petra's blog. Duncan McLaren, Visiting Mabel. Graham Archer, Conservative.home. Heresy Arc, Heresy Corner. Juliet Jakes, A Transgender Journey. Molly Bennett, Midwife Crisis. Osama Diab, The Chronicler. Paul Mason, Idle Scrawl, BBC Newsnight. Paul Wall, The War Room. Penny Red, Laura Penny, Prisoner Ben, Ben's Prison Blog, and Sundercat Waller. So I think, and there were lots and lots of blogs that came in, and I think this is the most exciting and sort of moving form. Actually, blogging, it's a moving form, and that's what's so interesting. So I think we'd like to thank everybody that came in and congratulate everybody.